Are we allowed to drink this water, by the way?
I already had
Good, okay,
that
right.
too.
Okay. English tap water is better than American tap water. Agree? Okay.
Chris Hemsworth is the most handsome superhero in the MCU.
You'll get into trouble, but I
2,
mean,
1.
I think. But let's talk about this,
Let's
Lizzie.
talk about Hemsworth.
What about the other Chris?
Hemsworth is godly.
He's a godly man. Yeah. he is.
When I have worked with him very few times.
Yeah, it's hard not to
His arm.
be inappropriate.
Not
Yeah.
like that to me is handsome.
Yeah.
But it is kind of wild
Yeah,
to
you
see
kind
in
of just keep
real
looking at it
life.
going, is that real?
It's way bigger than my head.
Yes.
I also have a little head, but it's way
It's a
bigger
big,
than my
big arm.
head.
It's a huge arm.
But he also is charming and fun and kind.
And kind.
And a good actor.
There are a few of them. I mean, also, Sebastian. He's
Kind of
he's
like.
not been hit with the ugly stick.
No.
I don't really want to give Mackie too much airtime, but he's quite a beautiful specimen.
Mackie feels great
but
about himself.
He does. That's what I mean.
Yes.
I do not need to inflate that thing anymore.
Mackie
but
feels
it's already
great.
inflated.
Yeah.
Sounds wrong as well.
Yeah. Even villains.
I mean, Brolin. Don't you think Brolin is like a good wine?
Brolin
he just keeps getting better and more
absolutely.
delicious with age.
I do agree with that.
He does.
Yeah.
He really does. He is not a corked vintage. He is just a...
No.
I would trust Tom Holland with a spoiler. 3, 2, 1.
Really? Where have you been, Lizzie?
So I know that this is a thing.
Yes.
I know that this is a thing that we continue this narrative.
Yes. However,
if anyone wanted to ask me anything not on camera, it takes not a half beat for me to share an entire plot of a film.
we're talking about on camera.
But he does that a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
We're throwing the guy under the bus a bit.
Let him try.
He has. Oh, he has. I'm beginning to think now he just does it so that I can be seen as a babysitter. Yes, going, just making wild noises, putting my hands over his... Yeah, putting my hand over his mouth and all sorts.
Are there new characters in this movie?
La, 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 la.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's interesting because we were paired up a lot during the Avengers, so I was literally
Oh my gosh, right, of course you were.
diving on grenades left, right, and centre. It's kind of fun. It brightens up the day. It makes me look like a saint, or at least better at it than he is. And I'm not sure I am or would be on my own. But
And
with
is
him,
he
it's
doing
a lot
it
easier.
intentionally? Does
No,
he
I
think
don't
it's
know.
a funny
No, I
thing?
don't. I think possibly he's like, right, come a match. Let's see how quick you are.
Oh my
No, I'm joking. Of course he's not doing. I don't think so anyway. But
That's actually really charming.
sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. But then it's like, figure
Also,
it
he
out.
carries a lot of secrets. He's like, he's more sort of loaded with the franchise's giveaways than all of us.
Yes.
potentially, especially
Yeah, I
that
have
last
no
film.
idea what I'm ever going to do. I find out like a couple weeks before we get there.
I found out in the morning.
Yeah.
We often found out. in the
We
morning.
actually often did
We really
create
did.
something in the morning.
We really did. Or
Yeah.
I try very hard to.
Yeah.
The only thing that didn't change in the filming of this film was the title. Strongest line.
Everything else improvised.
So true. So true.
It is so true.
It's really true.
Doctor Strange has the worst facial hair in the Marvel Universe. 3, 2, 1.
I mean, well, I don't know. I'm not a big facial hair guy. I don't know. You better take this one. I don't have any.
I think there's other facial hair that I find particular.
offensive.
Yeah, that's sharp.
Sharper.
Sharper.
Lines.
So, and I think those are, but I also am like kind of into his look, and so I'm just gonna live in the disagree land.
I've got to disagree because my makeup artist is outside.
Yes.
He's listening to this.
Well, he would find out.
And he will never, ever, 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 ever forgive me. So I'm going to just...
How often, how have you ever lived with it? For very long?
Like going out? Well, I
Yes.
grew it this time. I grew it
You
for
did.
the most part.
Yes, yeah.
Not these guys, but
How do you
this
feel
space.
about it in life?
I mean, it's a lot. It's not
Do you
just
feel like
dark,
people
obviously. So
Yes.
it's not such an assault
Right.
on the senses. I mean, it's very against pale skin. It's
Yeah,
like
because you're
whoa,
pretty blonde.
so dark.
Who do you think is like worse than yours?
Never will I ever say that about another character. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Horrible facial hair that grows off of your face that you live with. Like,
Exactly. It was your personal choice rather than something that's in the comics.
Doctor Strange has the best costume in the Marvel Universe. 3, 2, 1.
I mean,
it's a pretty good
it's
costume.
a pretty damn good costume. Where I strongly agree is how nice it is to wear compared to a lot of other costumes which are not so nice to wear. I agree it's good. I also think that there are some very nice other costumes because there are talented costumiers and designers all across the spectrum. But I would have to say that I agree. This is like doing a Ouija board or something. Yeah.
I love his cape. The cape is special.
It's cloak.
Yes.
The
Cloak. Sorry.
Superman has a cape.
Excuse me.
I have a cloak.
How Scarlet Witch is to wear.
It depends on what position I need to be in
Flying
and
in.
where my hook points for my wires are. We're constantly in harnesses underneath these costumes.
Yeah, this is true.
And that's a special feeling.
I'm glad I have a looser fit. That's another. Honestly, this is where I go because for me, pragmatically, it is far less uncomfortable than what most people have to go through. Let alone getting into Iron Man jams and all that stuff.
Or like painting your face or something.
I mean, people get up at 3 o'clock in the morning on most of these shows.
British actors are better at American accents than American actors at British accents.
You didn't even need to finish the question. I do believe that
can't say this is
British actors are far better at American accents than American actors are at British accents.
Yeah, I've been ripped into for mine on occasion, but if you asked if Australians are better at both, I would go.
Really?
I think in general, the Australians have it down. They're brilliant at American, brilliant at English.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is though?
I have a theory.
You go on.
Just the content consumption. When you live, you consume. People consume American content constantly, but not everyone watches.
Very smart. Downton
Gogglebox.
Abbey. Lots of people do watch Downton Abbey apparently.
But Gogglebox isn't on in the States.
Gogglebox is where you do your accent work from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it?
No.
But it's a good regional spread. It wouldn't be a bad place to go to.
But I feel like the sounds that come out of that show, I don't see in British film.
I think it's easier to go from English to American than it is from American to English. Further back, there's just less tongue movement, so it's kind of you've got to.
I'm not going to do what you're doing right now.
Well, okay, sorry.
No, I mean you can do it, but I mean I can't.
Scarlet Witch would beat Doctor Strange in a fight. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's no messing around. This is the all-powerful. I'm merely tagging along for the ride.
I just think she's the strongest.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
Do you think she's the strongest Avenger?
I do.
Yeah.
I know there are debates online, but I do.
Baseball is more entertaining than cricket. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I mean, cricket is baseball is baseball. Cricket's much more enjoyable than is that the which way around?
Baseball is more entertaining than cricket.
Whoa!
Yes, but I'm a huge Dodgers fan, so you can't.
Doesn't make a difference. It's not as fun sport as cricket. I love cricket. I like watching the slow game when I have the time to, which has been, a rare commodity in recent years.
What's happening? What's the slow game? What's the fast game? I've only watched a version.
You have a test match, which is, it can span anything up to, 5 days, boys, is it, girls?
What?
What do you think? Yes? About 5 is the maximum, and you can have
What
up
are you
to 3
doing all
innings
those
for both
days?
sides. You're watching people try to both stay in, but also score a lot of runs.
I wish
Or you can
this
hit it
was
between fielders
something
and
that
run.
someone showed. I understand.
It is on television.
No, but I mean, I wish someone could explain it to me, because you can't just watch. I can't just watch rugby.
No.
I need someone to explain to me what's happening.
Yeah, but here's the thing with innings and halves, and it just gets so complicated with baseball. I'm keen to see it. I'm not seeing that because it's not as good as cricket.
It's a great game the more you understand it.
Completely.
And so I feel the same way about cricket.
So maybe we just need to go to
And
some matches
understand
and then
it.
we can meet in the middle.
Yes.
Cheers. Anglo-American relations are staying.